Hi guys, 18 Dapper here, and it's another match preview. It's for this weekend's game. It's Bradford versus Doncaster, at the Northern Commercial Stadium. Pretty much everybody knows it as Valley Parade this Saturday. Let's get the video started. So Bradford versus Doncaster. If you're new to the channel, this is a format that we go with on match previews. It's the previous meetings, we have a look at those, current form and the league table, player focus for Doncaster Rovers, a one to watch for Bradford, and then finally a score prediction, my score prediction for the game that is coming up. So looking at previous meetings, played each other a lot and Bradford have got the better of us, only just though. So games between the two teams, Donny have won 27, they've lost 33, and then we've shared the spoils 23 times. More recently, the last 5 games, looking at those, 4 have been in League One, 1 in the League Cup, and all quite close together. Only have to go back to 2016 to get the 5 games in. And looking at those, Donny have won 3, Bradford have won 2. So back in 2016 in League One, 2-1 defeat, and then in 2017 the League Cup, nice 3-2 victory for Donny there. 2017 League One away again, a 2-0 defeat, and then 2 home games in 2018, a 2-0 win and a 2-1 win earlier in the season. The last 10 games between the two teams have always ended up with one or the other winning. The last draw was a 3-3 draw in the league in 2006. If you want to see the last game between the two teams earlier on this season, I will link the matchday vlog in the top corner of the screen now. And moving on to the league table, it's much better viewing for Donny than Bradford. We occupy the final playoff spot and it is still very, very tight. We are looking over our shoulder as long as we match or better results of Peterborough, Blackpool, Coventry, even Fleetwood and Burton. They're still in the mix with 6 games to go. We should finish in the top 6, which would be very, very nice. Playoffs, it's a lottery, doesn't matter who you play, it's who plays better on the day in the playoffs. So it would be nice. Peterborough game in hand over us, so it'd be nice to stay 5 points, I think it is. Yeah, 5 points in front of them, because then their game in hand doesn't impact us if they win. If we get beat and Peterborough win this weekend, they could leapfrog us with that game in hand, so just want to keep them at arm's length. Looking at the other end of the table, Bradford, strongest team in the league, holding everybody else up, unfortunately. Now, at the start of the season, I had Bradford down for pushing for playoffs. They're always up in and around that area, in the mix, and it has just been a torrid season for them. Just not got going, even though some of the players in their squad, they're decent. The likes of Scannell, Payne, Akpan, Owen Doyle. There's a number of players who are good individuals. Maybe it's just not gelled as a team. I don't know. Bradford fans, if you're watching this, in the comments down below, what has gone wrong this season for you guys? It's still not dead and buried though. 5 points, 6 points, 6 points behind Walsall and Southend. Southend just outside the relegation places. So 6 points, 6 games. Can you turn it around? Can you save yourselves? Who knows? Looking at current form, ours is turning. It's very nice to see that we have turned a corner. In the last 5, 2 draws, 1 defeat, 2 victories. Bradford, 1 win, 4 defeats in their last 5. So, as I've just mentioned, our run of form has started to turn around. 2 wins, a 4-1 victory against Bristol Rovers, a 3-1 victory against Walsall, has definitely stopped the rot. We went on a 7-match winless run before that, so it's put us in a decent position coming into that final leg of the season. Bradford coming into this game on the back of 4 straight defeats, and as I've said, that season slipped to 6 points from safety with 6 games to go, so it's going to be down to the wire for those as well. In Bradford's last 5 games, a good win against playoff chasing Peterborough did us a favour, and then 1-0 defeats to Luton and Charlton. That to me shows that they can mix it with teams at the upper end of the table, and unfortunately their league position doesn't show how results like that could have been different. On to player focus. For Donny, I'm going to go with James Coppinger. 44 appearances this season, 4 goals, 15 assists. Now, I featured Cops before on this, but I've got to revisit him. So, scored 2 goals against Bristol Rovers midweek, and that doubled his tally for the season. But for me, it's those assists. 15 assists this season. Just shows that this guy is irreplaceable at Donny Rovers. He is Mr. Doncaster Rovers. He is the joint top assist of the league with Marcus Maddison. For me, it is going to be a very, very sad day when Cops hangs his boots up. Hopefully it's not this summer. He's still got plenty in him. On to the one to watch for Bradford. I have gone with Jack Payne. Midfielder on loan from Huddersfield. 45 appearances, 9 goals, 7 assists. So Payne is the leading assist maker for Bradford, and he's the second top goal scorer behind Owen Doyle, who's on 10. And for me, it just shows what a good little player he is. Just trying to do his bit to pull Bradford out of the position that they're currently in. This is Payne's 3rd loan spell away from Huddersfield. Previous loan spells at Oxford and Blackburn. Do you think he's done enough to stake a claim in the Huddersfield team for next season? Huddersfield relegated to the Championship, potentially with those stats they might be looking at him and thinking now's the time to give him a chance at the step up. But yeah, one to watch for me on Saturday. And finally, onto the score prediction. Both teams are going to be fighting for the points. But for me, I think we're looking a lot more confident. I think Bradford may be nervous, there may be frustration, and if we get an early goal, the fans may start getting onto the players' backs, which never helps in the situation that they're currently in. I think that'll play to our advantage, so I am going with a 3-1 victory on Saturday. There will be a match day vlog on Saturday as well. I am going, so if you've not already subscribed, click that subscribe button so you don't miss that match day vlog. If you've enjoyed this preview, big thumbs up for us, please. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.